Next we'll move on to the addressing in TCP IP protocol suite. Here we can observe that some of the layers I have defined. Usually we are going to discuss only 4 layers. Here this layer is a physical layer to transmit a data. It will be going to use to transmit this data. Here application layer. Initially message we are going to take. For example, I am going to take an image is my data. Okay, image is my data. How exactly to transmit the message? Okay, I am going to take an image. Okay, that is my data that I am going to transmit to the next layer, that is transport layer. If my image is too long, I cannot be transmit the same message in the layers. Okay, in the layers. So that what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a segmentation. I'm going to divide that message to different parts. I'm going to divide the message. For example, if I'm going to transmit a 32-bit length, okay, if it is not possible to transmit a 32-bit, I'm going to divide 88 bits or 44 bits, whichever I'm convenient. With respect to that, I'm going to divide that message. Okay, that is the meaning of segmentation or user datagram. Then I'm going to text plus the segmentation. After that, I'm going to transmit to the network layer. Here I'm going to use to add the header and the trailer for the each segmented data, so that I'm going to transmit to the data link layer. In the data link layer, I am going to frame a different message. For example, I'm going to divide 4 bits each message. It's each 4 bit having header as well as a trailer, that I'm going to different frames I'm going to convert. That is working with respect to the data link layer. Then it will be converted into bits, continuous bits, that then I'm going to transmit. Okay, here we have different layers I'm going to get, that is address, link layer address, logical address, port numbers, and how exactly the data will be coming. That we can discuss one by one. Okay, first will be a physical layer. Okay, whatever we are going to transmit to the physical layer, we are going to get it as a physical address. How exactly? Here the physical address, also known as a link address, we can call it as, and it will be the address of a node as defined by the local area network or wide area network we are going to call. Okay, the size and the format of these addresses will be vary depending on the network. Okay, where the size will be vary with respect to the network. Okay, for example, if I am going to use Ethernet, uses a 6 byte, that is 48 bits of a physical address we are required. Okay, based on that we are going to frame the data in the physical address. And in the physical address can be either unicast, that means one single recipient, or multicast, or a group of recipients, or broadcast. It will be received by all systems in the network. Okay, that 3 different categories you are going to see in the physical address, that is unicast, multicast, and broadcast. Unicast means it will be for the single recipient, and the multicast for the group of recipients. Broadcast is for to receive the message by all the systems what we are going to connect it in the network. Okay, with respect to that, we are going to discuss one of the example in the physical layer. Okay, most LAN local area networks uses 48-bit, that is 6 bytes of physical address we are going to use. With respect to that, 12 hexadecimal digits we are going to use. Every byte it will be two hexadecimal digits. Okay, how exactly it will be going to separated by make use of colon we are going to use. Okay, that is a 6 byte hexadecimal digits. For example, I can take 07 colon 01 colon 02 colon 01 colon 2C colon 4B, like that we are going to use totally 7 different hexadecimal values we are going to use in the physical layer. Next, coming to the logical address. In the logical address, logical addresses are used by a networking software to work with the different network topologies and different types of media it will be going to work. Okay, a logical addresses in the internet is currently a 32-bit address. Okay, here we have a 60-bit address. This will be a 32-bit address. That can unique define, we are going to define with the host connected to the internet. Okay, an internet address of IPv4, that is internet protocol version 4, in the decimal numbers it will be going to represent. That is we have already know about that. Usually we are going to use 132.24.75.9 or 192.168.2.3, like that. What we are going to use in our college COSEC, different IP addresses, like that it will be going to vary. Okay, here two publicity addresses we are going to use, that is visible host on the internet. It will be having an IP address, that we can call it as an IP address. And with respect to the physical address, will change from system to system. It is not same for all the systems. It will be going to differ for the different systems. And with respect to the logical addresses can be either it will be unicast, multicast or broadcast. Already we have discussed in the physical layer. Then we are coming to the port address, that is port number what I have given, that is port addresses we are going to call. We can call port numbers or else we can call it as a port addresses. Here there are many applications we are going to use here. It will be many applications will be running around the computers. Each communication, each application will be run with a different port numbers on the computers. A port numbers is a part of the addressing information. It will be used for the identifying the sender as well as the receivers of a messages. Port numbers are most commonly used for the TCP/IP connections, that is transfer control protocol and internet protocol versions commonly we are going to use. Okay, here we can discuss with respect to that. These port numbers will be allow different applications on the same computer to share the network resources simultaneously. Okay, different numbers we are going to, port numbers we are going to use in the similar same computers. The physical addresses change from the computer to computer, but the logical and the port address usually remains the same. Physical address will be changed, but logical as well as logical and port address will be same for all the computers. Here we can identify the example. A port address is a 16-bit address that is represented by decimal numbers, that is 753, like that it will be going to represent. Here some of the application specific addresses. Here with respect to the application layer, some of the applications we have user friendly addresses that we are going to design for the specific applications. Example, it will be includes email address. For example, if I'm going to use svce, what we are going to use some of the addresses, that is my name with respect to at svce.edu.in, and some of the addresses like Gmail address, like that, different addresses what we are going to use. That is also a best example for the applications what we are going to use. At the it will be going to defines the recipient of an email, and the second is used to find the documents on the www, that is World Wide Web we are going to call. Okay, this is about different layers, how exactly it will be going to work. Initially, application layer, how exactly we are going to use message, and how in the transport layer, how I am going to segment the data. In the network layer, how I am going to use the datagram packets, and how I am going to frame the data packets, and how I am going to divide the bits. With respect to that, each layer, how exactly it will be going to work with respect to the link layer address, logical address, port number or portal address, and with respect to the application. Finally, we are going to specific addresses with respect to the application layer that we have discussed in the session. Okay. Thank you.